National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Nick Bolton, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos on Thursday night primetime.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
In motion goes Patrick. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? And too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 13 carries, 53 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem like this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
This will be caught. Judy. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Wilson now
this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Richie James on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Up to the 20.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they have to regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. You look at this Bronco defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top-5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Hey, 15.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but he'll get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Right.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. They'll drop this down to Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. A good pickup there at 22. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion goes Patrick. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Down inside the 10, and all the way down to the 5. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Wilson.
have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs ready to go again. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here is 3rd and 5.
15. Attack!
On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series. And they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this one out quickly to James.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard down the field, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
I don't need to. Hey, rip left. 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Wilson on 1st down, finding Williams once more, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we reach halftime, and what's been a fair... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Out to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off play action. Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. How about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon.
Boy, he was very
Right
good.
through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
That was amazing.
They run once more with McKinnon. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on a run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Okay. You have that. Running to be awesome, man.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They go draw play to McKinnon. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams. We shine the spotlight on him. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football. Closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They're going option play on third down. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life from a computer, bro. This nigga, this the third time Russell Wilson fumbled in the backfield. A lineman picked it up and wasn't nobody in sight, and they ran it for like 40 yards or so. Third time in a row.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. In motion goes Patrick. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Given 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it again with Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now 2nd and 9. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Hey, Riblin!
One final try for Mahomes. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th.
That sucks. Hope he doesn't have torn business. Did you see that with the German folks that time?
That's what she said he had.
The MRI?
Mm-hmm.